everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Tuesday. It is 6 p.m., so you know what time it is. It is time for Me Powered with Rhonda. And here, everything that you need is already inside of you. Tonight, I've got a fantastic show. I can't wait. This is part 2 of my Kings series. Wait till you see who I got coming. If this is your first time joining us, we're going to go ahead and share how you can join us across all of our platforms. So, Lady J, go ahead and take it away.
If this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, be sure to tell them to download the JQLM Radio app on their Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live to JQLM Radio 24/7, 365 via Amazon Alexa, TuneIn app, the Stream and Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find located on our website, where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com. Also, don't forget to follow, like, and share us. We do follow back. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JQLM Radio. You can also connect with Ego Entertainment Network at EgoEntNet. That's EgoEntNet on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter Also, connect with us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel, Ego TV Network, at youtube.com/Ego TV Network.
All right. And for you, those of you that are following me, you can follow me across all the platforms as well on my personal Facebook page, which is Rhonda Thompson. We also have a page set up just for the show, which is at Me Powered. So we're generating that page and starting to get some good interaction on that. So make sure that you like that and support that. Also on Instagram, you can get me at me.powered, or everybody knows me as Rhonda T and ATL. I am still the only one that is in the ATL doing it like this. So follow me there. I've got a website that is in the process right now of being finished, and that will be mepowered.co. So make sure you keep your eyes out to join us on all of our platforms as well, even iHeartRadio. Just search us by our name. All right, so we are ready to start, and I am excited. I have a friend of mine. He is back. He is married. He's got his boo, y'all. He's got his husband with him, and wait till you hear what they're doing. So I would like to welcome my friend Davarious and his husband, Nathan Hill, to the show. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm so excited to have you. And yeah, I did my stories that it takes two, because there's both of y'all. It takes two to do it right. So and you both got your fraternity stuff on there. We got so much to talk about tonight. So yeah, you're gonna do your Vanna White and yeah, see, if I do that, people get all kind of wrong, because it's like right underneath my breastises, as some people would say. So we're not accenting that. So welcome to the show. So just introduce yourself quick, tell us where you're at, and just get it going here.
Well, I'm Davarious, as everyone knows now. This is my husband,
Nathan.
Nathan.
From Memphis, Tennessee, born and raised. A lot of people know Davarious, so I have to really introduce myself to really, of course, I'm his husband, Nathan Macklin Hill. Born and raised from Memphis, Tennessee. And here, loving the marriage thing. I met a wonderful person, and he brings so much light into my world. So I'm grateful to have him in my life.
Awesome. Now, when did you guys get married?
We got married June 7th.
Okay.
So we have literally like a month.
Coming up on a year.
Most
Okay. That's going to be wonderful. And I can't wait to see you, because you guys are coming down in May. So that's going to be awesome. He's taking that trip all the way from Tennessee. Well, let's jump right in, because I know we got loads to talk about. All right, so I know Davarious I met you at the manifestation celebration that Carlotta was having with TLC. We're both in TLC. And I fell in love with your energy. And I'm like, dude, there's something about you that I have to connect with. And I had you on my show, and we talked about, because you had such a beautiful smile, and then you started telling me some of your story, and I was like, so we titled that show Behind the Smile, because a lot of people didn't know what was behind that smile. And we had such a great response. I'm so glad to have you back. And now it's a double blessing because now we've got Mr. Nate with you. So your life has truly blossomed since then. And I want you guys to share what you're doing. You created something. So tell everybody what you guys created and why.
So we created a Greek organization for the LGBTQ plus community called Lambda Omicron Iota Fraternity Incorporated. We were founded August 24th, 2021. And we incorporated our organization January 9th, 2022. So the big thing is what we did was we were literally around the house like, okay, cool, we need something for our community, right? To bring us together. Because we're like we already have so much hate outside of the community. But it's a lot of hate inside of the community as well.
Right.
So our goal was to basically bring this community together with something because like at the end of the day, we don't have a lot of things for this community. And I know for a fact Nate was like I'm the one that's like more so on the okay, I can talk to people, I can do the business side, I can do this, but he's the one that's like more hands on. Okay, we need to do this, we need to we need to plan this, we need to go to this event, we need to
perfect blend. Okay,
that has to deal with like what goes on behind the scenes. This is all him.
He's a hands-on. He's a hands-on. He's a hands-on. You're the face. You're the face of the franchise, so to say, and he's the hands-on, getting dirty, doing all the stuff. Okay, cool.
Our big thing was like literally bringing like the community, like I said, the community we together. Like we literally sit back and we see so much hate towards the people that are in the LGBT community when it comes to the world. We've progressed a lot, and it's been a lot of people that have took on that stance to be the face of a movement for our community. But it seems like we felt like that torch is kind of like dropped a little bit. Like even though we had so many monumental people to come in and say, hey, I'm going to fight for the rights that we have. You know, even though we have rights to get married now, we have rights to live how we want to, but it's still rights that we don't have.
Gotcha.
As people, as humans, I mean, at this point, people still think that something is wrong with us mentally. Like, you know, we still, a lot of people are still classified, you know, the LGBTQ plus community as people who aren't themselves or were born like crazy or like and at this point it's to shine a light on it saying, hey, we're not that. We're people, we're human, we're able to love who we want to love. And while doing so, creating this space where it's strictly for our community. Now we can partner with people that are outside the community, but we've had a lot of people, you know, come and ask, you know, hey, can I join this even if I'm not in the organization? I mean, I'm not in the community. And our response is basically just like, we can partner with everybody outside of it, but this is a safe space for us.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. Press pause. Because you're like me. You can go. Because I want to get Nate involved as well. All right. So Nate, what was it that you saw, like as you guys were coming together with this idea? Like I know Davarious' heart, and you just did an amazing job explaining. But what did you see? What was the need that you saw that had to be fulfilled in this organization just for LGBTQI community?
Okay, so my biggest thing, basically, with creating this organization, I wanted to create a platform where we can get the same love as anybody that is heterosexual, anybody outside of our community. I feel like we have every right to have the biggest platforms in the world, not only because, you know, we are a part of the community, but because we are people. We should be able to live our truth and have that platform to be whoever we want to be. And, you know, we built this organization based off love and family because our community don't have it. So we want to make sure that anybody that joins this organization, has the love, has the support, has someone to fall back into when, you know, you fall down low. So that was really my biggest thing with creating this. And honestly, I don't regret anything that we have done so far. And this is only the beginning to great and historic in the future. I believe it.
And this is the very first one, right, guys? There is no other Greek fraternity for LGBTQ, is there?
There are some that's actually familiar with Greek, but it's just they're just affiliated with other things that's already created in the world. The
Right.
only difference with us is like we created everything.
This is you created this. Now, okay. Now let's say that name again slower, because it just so people know. So we make sure you identify every single thing, and then I want to ask you how you came up with the name. So what is the name again?
It's
Lambda, Omicron, Iota, Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay, so for those that are not familiar with Greek, the whole with the whole nine and stuff like that, what's the significance of the name, and why did you choose that name?
We chose that name. So you may hear people, especially members of the organization, say leaders of inclusion. And when we first started, LOI was like the biggest thing. Like, so when we came up with our Greek letters, they were basically based off of that name, leaders of inclusion. So Lambda is leaders, Omicron is and then Iota is inclusion, which leaders of inclusion means we as a people deserve to be included. So we want to spearhead being leaders, showing the world that we can be included in everything that goes around, whether you're gay, straight, black, white, whatever you want to say. That's how that name came about with Leaders of Inclusion. So you'll hear some people say, I'm a part of Leaders of Inclusion.
Mhm.
It's Lambda Omicron Iota. It's just in words.
Gotcha. All right, so this is a fraternity, so it's only for gentlemen. Okay. Or is it, do you have a female version, or those who identify as male that are female or trans or cis? Like how does somebody get into your fraternity?
So it's for male and females.
Okay.
So fraternity is just like when you hear like maybe a business fraternity or something like that, they say fraternity incorporated, but it's male and females.
Okay. So it's not specific like fraternity, sorority. So
No,
yours is all inclusive.
It is.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so that's awesome to know. That's wonderful to know. Okay, now, so you started in August, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your very first event that you guys are going to be doing, or have you done your first event yet?
We have done our first event.
Let's start your flyers for like drives and stuff like that. So, like, what's the okay? I get that everybody is. You created this for you guys, for everyone in this community to have something, but what's the mission? What's the motto? Because you've got an awesome motto that goes along with yours. So explain to everybody what the mission, the objective, the motto is of this particular fraternity.
So basically, of course, our motto, as you're saying, is normalizing the world around us. Basically, just to break down that motto, we want to normalize the gay standard that everybody holds. We want that to be normalized because we are people. We want to be recognized as who we are. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want people to just be like, oh, okay, well, I don't want them around just because, okay, they like me or she like girls, or I really want a place where it's comfortable, where anybody can be comfortable in their own skin. So that was basically the whole point of coming with that kind of motto. When it comes to our mission is to spread across the nation our love, and our main goal is to really make sure the LGBTQ plus community is recognized in all platforms, and everybody should be able to live their truth. It's the biggest thing to me, is to be able to live your truth. And a lot of people in this world hold us against a standard that we can't live our truth, or we can be gay, but it's a certain gay that we can be, or you can be masculine, but you can't be too feminine. We just want to check out, all those standards and just really be yourself. And that's what this organization is for, just to be yourself and to bring others together to feel included, to make sure we spread this word of truth across the nation.
That's awesome. And your wedding pictures are freaking phenomenal. They are gorgeous. Because I took one of your wedding pictures for the flyer, but I took the background out, and they are just, you can see the love. It's like y'all belong together, Like, your wedding pictures look better than some other people's wedding pictures where they look like they're not sure. Like, I don't know about this. But yours is just, they're just, your energy comes right through. They're just so beautiful, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, congratulations, on the marriage. Congratulations on this and all that you guys are getting ready to do. Now, you said something earlier that people think something's wrong with people who are not, I'm just going to say, not heterosexual. That way It covers everything but, okay? And, you know, and I am a counselor, and I was shocked when I was learning about different things. There was something called conversion therapy, where they literally, when people were anything but heterosexual, they went through like torture, basically, is what it was. It was called conversion therapy, to try to convert people to being normal in their eyes, which was a societal norm. And it was even in the DSM-5, which is like the Bible to diagnose all disorders and stuff, that if you were anything but heterosexual, it originally was considered a mental disorder.
Right.
I was like, how in the world? Why would? And they just recently got that removed. So that lets us know there's a lot of room for work still to be done. And, you know, there's still a lot of things. And, you know, so what are some of the things, now you're a newly married couple. What are some of the barriers that you guys have faced? What are some of the things that you have dealt with that people may not think that you deal with?
Well, being that, you know, when I came out in 2018, I haven't always been like this. So my first coming out stage was in 2018, and that was when my life took a complete 360. I lost half of the support I had. A lot of family that I did have disowned me, told me I was going to hell, you know, kind of messed with my mental, because I'm the type of person that really overthinks. I'm an overthinker. So when people tell me things like that, it's kind of hard to even revolve around it. So that kind of bothered me in the past years. And me getting married was one of the biggest barriers I've broken since I've came out, because a lot of people don't think, you know, gay people can be married, or they can't, you know, create it, or people don't allow it. So when I got married, it was one of my biggest accomplishments. I even got emotional because I've always wanted the love, the support, the shoulder to cry on, you know, always someone that I can really rely on. And I'm glad, like I said earlier, I'm really glad that I found Davarious, because before I met him, I was in a depression stage where I was stuck in this box. You know, I was held to this standard where, oh, okay, you can't be too feminine, where you need to be this masculine so you can make it this far. Or, you know, it was a lot of things that I had to deal with mentally. But meeting him, he helped me break it. He helped me release all those bad toxins, and I'm happier than I ever been. Honestly.
That's wonderful. Okay, Davarious, what about you? What are some of the barriers you've reached just on the marriage thing? You know, with just society now. I mean,
Right.
what are some of the things that you've had to deal with?
I want to say, listening, I guess, communication. Some of those barriers, because like when I met him, it was like I could communicate in front of people. That was easy. Like, but like being in a relationship is just fully communicating and telling how I feel 24/7, or you know, I'm used to dealing with that by myself. So people don't look at communication as being a barrier, but if you can't communicate, then a lot of things, how are you going to let someone know how you're feeling, or how are you going to let the world know how you feel, or how are you going to speak and give information to other people so that they can follow the information that you're not following, because you're not listening or you're not communicating about what's going on. So I really feel like in my life, like just being able to have like my personal diary, like I like, this is my diary right here, like this is my whole like book. Like I literally can go talk and just talk, and even though it looks like he's not listening, like 5 minutes later I'll be like, you're not even listening, but then 5 minutes later he'll come do something that's like it's
exactly what you was talking about.
In my head I'm like, you're not even listening, because and I'm just like, you're not listening in my head, and he'll come do it, and he'll be like, I told you I was listening. But I was like, but it's just, I think the barrier, just the marriage in general. Like a lot of people don't look at that. Like I didn't really, I saw myself, you know, maybe being married soon, sometime, you know, when I got to that point, but I didn't really see it happening now. So me being able to knock down that barrier to just say, hey, I'm married, I'm happy, I'm being able to do what I want to do. Hey, you know, we've been in this thing a year now, and I'm not going to say that it's been all peaches and cream and happy. And because one thing about it is, if you can walk around and say that you're happy 24/7 in your marriage,
it's not rainbows and leprechauns and unicorns like everybody thinks. Marriage is hard, period.
Yes, right. It's just, and then don't, on top of that, my birthday is April 3rd, his is April 2nd. We're two Aries.
Wow. So you're button.
Like, yeah. Like, it's like, we can
Locking
be stubborn.
horns.
It's like, you know, he can be stubborn and then I can be stubborn, and then
Right.
if we're stubborn together, then nothing is going to get done. But
Right.
like, it's just that communication thing. We've learned to like communicate really well, to say, if he's mad, that means I don't need to be mad. Like, it's just like, you know, just having that conversation, because it was funny when we first got married. He literally came to me and was like, if we are ever in a situation and I'm like really mad, you can't get mad. I'm like, why? He's like, we can't be mad together, because if I'm not listening, you're not listening, then hey, it's not going to get resolved. So it was just like really funny. Like, I really listen to that now. Like, if I know he's upset, I'm just going to have to tone it down and be like, let me just dial down a little bit.
Right.
But it's just the barrier of just being happy, because I mean, us in this community, they don't expect us to be happy. They don't want us to be happy. So hey, just being happy in general is like the biggest barrier that I've like broken down, because, you know, hey, you know, from my story that I told you, you know, in the previous interview, like, you know, at that point in my life, like, I was okay, but you know, I still had my emotions, I still had my things to deal with and fight through. But now it's just like I'm not fighting by myself now. So it's like,
you don't even look the same. You don't. If you have so much, you had that smile, but I could see there was something behind the smile. That's why we named it that. But now your smile is genuine. Right? I can feel it. It's like, I believe you now. It's you can see it, you can feel, you're just at peace, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. We already have to take a break. As I told you, it's gonna fly by. So we're gonna take a break, get some commercials in and some sponsors. We will be right back, y'all.
All right, that works.
Hey, it's your girl, Lady J, and this is a special public service announcement. The Gallery Event Center of Indianapolis, Indiana is now an official partner. If you are a client of mine and you are in need of a venue to book your next event, then book with the Gallery Event Center today, who offers all-inclusive packages at extremely affordable prices. But wait, there's more. You are able to book custom all-inclusive packages that have been tailored exclusively for Lady J's clients. And yes, that includes the Ego Entertainment Network clients too. Connect with me today at ladyj.co to receive your promo code and visit the Gallery Event Center located at 5852 East 82nd Street, or call 317-534-6399 and visit their website at thegalleryeventcenter.com. This has been a special public service announcement by Lady J. Love y'all. Deuces. Indianapolis, Indiana is hosting the first annual Re-Up Experience and Re-Up Awards. It's coming August 6, 2022 at the Spotlight Event Center, hosted by Florida's own hostess with the mostest, Caramel Lucas. The Re-Up Experience is an annual nationwide event that has 5 core focus areas: release, recoup, remind, remix, and repeat. It includes brunch, raffles, vendors, music, interactive panel discussion, networking mixer, bounce backology performance and presentation, re-up power circles, an award ceremony, red carpet, all-white after party, and more. Sponsorships are available, and vendor tables are available as well for only $40. Visit the website reupexperience.com. Again, that is reupexperience.com to download sponsorship details and to secure your sponsorship or vendor table. You can also contact reupexperience@gmail.com. And this year's theme, we all the way up. If you're tired of hearing the same music and content every 5, 10, or 15 minutes on air, then check out JQLM Radio for the realest, rawest, and most relevant variety of music, talk shows, and more. Start your days with a little bit of gospel and gospel rap from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All of my life, I've never known you to fail. You deliver me. 'Cause all I seem to do is coming and breaking it down with that wiggity style, man. We really living it out. Don't miss it.
Then get into some hot R&B.
Say baby, what you doing? Excited.
Some hip hop.
Falling in deep with the quicksand. Flag on my hand, oh quick run. I was packing on the
little bit of pop,
Watermelon sugar, strawberries.
and some neo soul for the rest of the day. JQLM Radio, real, raw, and relevant.
Holds my hand.
All right, we are back. Isn't that some good music right there? I tell you what, I listen to that app all the time. I have an event coming up, guys, that I want to tell everybody about. It is my first event in 3 years. It is called the Beautiful Ladies Afternoon Tea and Auction, and Davarious and Nate are coming all the way from Tennessee to be there. And this is for ladies from 12 years old on up, those who identify as female or who are fluid. It's open to everybody, or who have feminine energy. And we got men that kings that are going to be serving the ladies, and we're going to be raising some money for Total Breakthrough Center. It's going to be a great time. Vendor tables, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you come down. And I also have to let everybody know that we do have vendor tables available right now. Still, just contact me directly, and we will get you in there. It's going to be a good time. We're even going to have a soul train line. So think British high tea with a little bit of soul. And my sponsor of the show, who sponsors all these shows, Mr. Rob Delitas. He is known as ERP Man. He is the co-author of Kill the Craving, which is substance abuse platform, because he is the founder of ERP therapy for substance abuse. So he does all kinds of corporate training. He does individual training. He's available one-on-one for group counseling. Rob Delitas, ERPtherapy.com is our premier sponsor for Me Powered with Rhonda. Okay. All right. Let me get back to my guys here. All right. So had to get my radio, my jingle voice going here. I got to get it like Lady J. Lady J's just got that smooth, doesn't she? She got that smooth. Right? Yeah, she got that. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But all right, so we got a lot of the background with the two of you, different barriers that you faced, why you created this organization, this fraternity. And now what I'd like to do now is shift, because you said something very key in the very beginning. You said, and I don't think a lot of people realize this. Now, people, of course, know that there's a lot of opposition just from society in general if you're anything but heterosexual. Mm-hmm. However, you said that there is a lot of inner hate, inner turmoil within the community itself. So let's talk about that. So explain yourself, Lucy. So what those that watch I Love Lucy, no, but explain what that means, because I don't think a lot of people realize what goes on within the community as well.
Right. It's like this. We have so much, like, I guess, jealousy. I'll say that. Okay. And when it comes to, like, when we go out to, say for instance, you go out to a gay club or something, instead of us being able to have a good time at some of the gay clubs, it's like a competition on who can wear this best, or who looks like this, or who does this better, or who smells like. It's like, and then you will have the individuals that will sit back and literally just judge with their eyes, or they'll say slick remarks, or even if you walk in together and have the same outfit on, and instead of just saying, hey, you got the same outfit on, we look good, it's I look better than you thing, or it's just a jealousy. It's like safe, and it's like with us, like we sell hair, so it's like this gay person is selling hair, and then this gay person is selling hair, but this gay person has to go around and say something negative about this gay person's hair because they want to boost their hair, and it's like it's just a lot of, instead of us collaborating together because we already have that hate from the outside world, right? Some of us do not know how to do that. Right. It's like, okay, cool, we already have that hate from that outside of the world. So, okay, cool, we have that. So let me create some more hate inside the community so I can make myself look better. I never will understand why. But it's just, it's like us just, why can't we all just win together? We've done so much losing in life when it comes to us just being who we are. Why can't we just win together instead of it having to be a competition in anything that we do? Yeah. So that's the reason why it's so important for us to have our organization with that title, Leaders of Inclusion, so for us to be included and include everybody into one circle. It doesn't have to it doesn't have to be one big circle, but 20 different communities inside of this one circle, or 2,000 different communities, and all these communities are against each other.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, go ahead. I'm just agreeing with you. Go ahead.
it's just like, why can't we all just be one? Even if we do not have a certain respect for another individual, or we may not even like in another individual or how someone else acts, why can't we not like that person but still not have that hate to talk really bad about that person? I can dislike somebody and distance myself from them and still say, oh, they got some great hair though. Like, oh, his clothes and his boutique is great. Like her whole makeup line is perfect. Because some people's product is perfect. I mean, like you can't sit out here and judge the whole product or whole service that a person offers because you do not like that person.
Right. And and you'll get and everywhere. I mean, you get so much further when you collaborate rather than compete. There's enough competition out there for everybody, just in any situation. And when somebody has to put somebody down or belittle them, hey, there's Rob Deletus. That is my guy there. He said, hey, he's doing good work. But it's so much. It's so easy to be kind if you just like you said, oh well, they got good product. It doesn't take any effort to be kind. And why would you put a stumbling block in somebody's way, especially we're all going for the same thing. There's plenty of room for everybody to win, or like everybody said, there's enough for everyone to eat. Okay, because your thing is going to be your thing, the other person's thing is going to be their thing. And although that chopping somebody else down, I mean, that comes from nothing but insecurity, because you don't think people will notice you. But the thing is when you're abrasive to people like that, you're pushing the people away. You're doing the very opposite of what you want. And you're creating an inner vacuum that you don't even realize you're the one building that wall that you're behind, because you can't get anywhere tearing somebody down. I don't care what it is. If you set a trap or you have a purpose to tear somebody down, I promise you it's going to fail. They're going to succeed. And in time, you're going to go down and they're going to go up, because if you do anything out of maliciousness and hate or uncertainty, or you just don't understand, and people can have their opinions, but who the hell cares what the fuck your opinion is? It's like, excuse my language. It's like, how is your life affecting their life? It's not. And so I just don't, I'm with y'all. I just don't get it, why people feel a need to hate and to, say something negative or try to stop somebody. It doesn't affect your life in any way, shape, or form. So Nate, what about you? Like, what do you see within that you would like to change, or you want to bring awareness to? Like, what are some of the things in your community that are bothering you that so much that you've acted now and you want people to take notice of? Like, what would you change?
It's a lot of things I want to change in the community. But I can say one of my major things that I can say I definitely want to change is I really want to bring awareness to the mental health in our community. It needs to be talked about. It needs to be brought to the attention of, because a lot of people in our community's mental health is probably one of the main reasons why can't nobody get along, because they already going through their own battles themselves to try to deal with other people or to build bonds with other people, when in reality their own selves is not, corrected. So mental health, most definitely, because I've dealt with mental health. I had my problems with mental health. I really want to bring that to light and bring awareness to the community, because it's important, to talk about mental health. It's important to have somebody to really bring it out of you, to make you a whole new, completely person. It's important also. And then to pick up on what he said about, just the simple things and not supporting each other when the whole world is already against us. It's already hard enough for us. For one, we're black. For two, we're gay. There's two odds already against us. And not only that, It's just we don't support each other, and that's one of the things we need in this community. We're going to uplift and create these platforms and break these barriers. We need each other's support more than anything.
Yeah.
We need to show the world that we as people, as the LGBTQ plus community, can stand together and be able to get things done in the most appropriate way.
Yeah. And you're so right about that. And let me ask you two directly, what, when people say, oh yes, I'm supportive or whatever, what do you consider supportive? Like how, what can somebody do to show that they're supportive to you and to your entire community, that you wish people would do more of, you know, that you need? Like how can people show their support?
My biggest thing is actions speak louder than words. A lot of people can say a lot, but really don't do it. And support is one of those big things. They say they support you in every way possible or support the positive things that you are doing. But in reality, it doesn't show. The actions doesn't show. So I would say most definitely being presentable, actually being in there and actually coming out to events and really showing a love to the community, even if you're a partner with us in something, I feel like that's supportive, and even if you don't do that, as long as you're doing the shout outs or at least like you said, coming together as one to help us bring that awareness to our community, I feel like that's support, and that's very supportive to me.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, and I can't wait. And I'll tell you what, I mean, when I was letting you guys know about the Tea Party, y'all were like, we're there. I'm like, okay, you're coming all the way from Tennessee. Okay. And and I'm so happy to be able to have that, because especially there, you're going to be able to spread awareness even more, so get more support, get more people knowing about your fraternity, and they're
Right.
they're coming from all over the place, so I can also help you too. So me not allowing, but me having you there is also a way to support, because I
Right.
I absolutely stand with you guys, and and I want everybody to know about this fraternity, because I think it is well past due, and it is
Right.
timely. I think it is needed. I think it is essential today. And you said a key thing, Nate, about mental health. You wouldn't believe how many people I see that mental health, and they're struggling or they're questioning, and they don't
Mhm.
know what they're doing, and their families cast them aside or reject them.
Right.
You said you lost half your support.
Right.
Um, I've got clients that were outed, and that, man, that's like the worst thing you could do to somebody.
Right.
And so that mental health is a key piece there, and you need a safe place to talk about it.
Right.
And
That's
so yeah, so I'm definitely glad that you brought that up. Now I know in like a minute and a half we're gonna have to take our second break already, but before we go into the break, since we're talking about this, for those people that are struggling, okay, I want you to think about that kid, not even the adult, that kid, that teenager that is just coming in, and they're starting to think, they're starting to figure things out, and that they don't go with the norm, and they're starting to have questions, and and they feel ashamed, and they don't know what to say, and they don't know what to do. What would you say to that person to support them, to encourage them, and how do they figure it out? What would you say to them? What did you need that you didn't have?
Oh, I really feel like I needed someone to just tell me to do it. Because in my head I felt like I couldn't.
Hmm.
So having that support and that voice saying you can do whatever you put your mind to do would have changed a lot for me at a young age. I fought with like the acceptance of myself. I fought with the acceptance of things that I wanted to do in life. I fought with the acceptance of it being appropriate for me to do certain things in life. So I really would have just needed that push. It doesn't take a lot for someone to support you. They don't have to give you money. They don't have to come to everything that you do. They don't have to like every post. But those sentimental things that people do not hear or see are the most impactful. The ones that are done behind closed doors. Hey, that voice or that shoulder to cry on, or that person to be the personal diary, or just that voice just saying you can do whatever you want to do. Davarious. If I'd have had that at a younger age, then I definitely would have seen myself, being a lot more accepting and a lot more like not afraid of so much stuff at an early age. Like I just recently, a year or two ago, got to that point where, I feel like I can do whatever I want to do or however I want to do it. And, at that point I'm in my 20s. So if I had that voice at a younger age to say, you can go do whatever you set your mind to do, I really feel like that I would have been like this more evolved person of myself sooner.
Okay.
I really feel like it's just that voice, just that push to say you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that meeting you right where you're at, that presence, and just being present. And because I've had members in my own family, that have asked me, hey, if I did this, would you still love me? I'm like, yeah. There's no question. There's nothing you could do to make me stop loving you. There's nothing you could do to make me not accept you. And and I think that is key. Because at the end of the day, everybody's journey is their own journey. And I can't say what somebody should or shouldn't do on their journey. I can meet you where you're at. I can love you where you're at. I can support you 100%. And it doesn't change anything, because what you're created to do is going to evolve whether or not anybody approves. It's not going to stop your destiny. It's not going to stop what you were put on this earth to do. Yeah. So, you've got a sphere of influence that nobody else does. You've got people that you two can reach that Rhonda can't reach.
Thanks.
As fabulous as I am, and as as I am, but still, but seriously, because you have the experience, and you've got the life to go with it, and people are gonna be able to look to you and be like, wow, you know what, if you did it, I can do it. And they see you, like you said, you're two young African-American men, and you're married, and you started something, and that speaks volumes, especially right now, because there's gonna be some little boy or some little girl that's gonna be like, wow, they came out and they did this and they're successful, and it might be okay for me as well.
Right.
So I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so much needed show. And I know we got to do our second break already. So we'll be right back one more again. We're going to take a break, and we're going to continue our conversation with Davarious and Nate.
You're Worth Fighting For Inc. presents the second annual All Cancers Matter 5K walk, with this year's focus being on lupus. The walk will take place on Saturday, May 14th at Northwest Way Park, located at 5253 West 62nd Street at Shelter 3 in Indianapolis, Indiana. The walk will take place from 11:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and check-in time will begin at 10:30 a.m. Free healthy snacks and beverages will be included. To register, go to allcancersmatter.org. That's allcancersmatter.org. Registration is $39.99 per individual or $34.99 per individual when signing up under 18. JQLM Radio will be in the place. Register now. Are you or someone you know accomplishing some amazing things in the community, or is just an inspiration to many? Apply to be featured on the cover of Ego Magazine, a bi-monthly digital interactive publication under the Ego Entertainment Network brand. Apply to be featured in other sections such as education, business, media and entertainment, community leader, author of the month, or artist of the month. Visit www.egoentertainmentnet.com to apply today. Track Island Beat by Arulo.
Hey there. If you can hear my voice, this is Pamela, host of Hospitality, here to remind you that Ego Entertainment Network has a lot for your business. Listen, honey, you need to get with it. Ego Entertainment offers various services, media coverage, red carpet services, promo interviews on air. They offer meet and greet services, honey, not to mention other event services. You want to get in gear. Ego Entertainment is empowered greatness optimized. We're now booking and spots are going fast. Ego serves the United States and all event types, honey. So if you are opening a business, having a store opening, a restaurant opening, and you want some coverage, Eagle Entertainment is the way to go. Call or text 317-886-0296 or go to eagleentertainmentnet.com.
All right, we are back. All right, so we've been talking to Davarious and Nate Hill of Lambda Omicron Iota. Did I get it right?
That's
Okay. They got the letters. I don't have the letters. I just but they are the founders and creators of the fraternity, the first fraternity for LGBTQI community. And so tell people, if they want to become a part of this, what do they do?
Well, so you see, looked at me because he know
Yeah,
I
you
do.
both are like, okay, that's your spot.
So basically, to join, of course, we have a whole application process. Of course, you would at least need to be 18 years of age or older. Of course, have at least 20 hours of community service documented and sent to our business email, of course. And before, we are planning to come at a couple schools too. So we have GPA requirements. Of course, they need community service hours as well. An interest letter, most definitely, it needs to be typed. And that's really it, honestly. And just to get to know us, we have a lot of events. We have a lot of like ice cream social coming up on April 30th. We just had a drive, a closed drive, not too long ago. So we're posting events daily to make sure that people come out to really get to know not only the founders, but the wonderful people that are a part of the organization already. So,
okay. So, and again, we want to stress that this is not a fraternity in the sense of fraternity / sorority, fraternity as an organization. So, like 18, so that means you don't got to be in college. You don't got to be at a HBCU to join this. You just got to be part of the community, willing to serve the community, show up, help, and spread the word, and of course, keep that GPA up. That's important. So, so do you have like a training program or something, like if people want to get involved or want to be a part of the team, so to say, like what is it that you guys need right now to help build your organization even further?
I want to say support.
Okay.
Whether it's coming out to an event, whether it's posting an event, whether it's partnering with individuals to host events. We just need the support for the community at this moment. That support goes a long way. And it also shows the world that hey, we have people that stand with us. When it comes to our cause, what this organization is all about: the acceptance, the inclusion, the love, the peace in this world. So basically that at this point that's all we need to as being an coming organization. It's all about the support and it being positive support.
Right.
I want to stress that because it's a lot of support out there that's not genuine. So I need in our opinion, we need that genuine support from the community.
Okay. And is this available outside of Tennessee, or is it just in
Right.
Tennessee right now?
We actually do have virtual lines. So
Okay.
most definitely, if you are in another state, you are eligible to join,
yes.
our organization. We have accommodations for individuals who are in other states where we can do our, intake process and everything virtually. So most definitely it is offered out of state right now.
Okay, wonderful.
Mhm.
No, keep going. You keep going. It is a conversation. You don't stop. When somebody talks, you just keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, we have someone in Ohio right now that's part of our organization, part of the first line we had. Then we have people that are obviously in Tennessee that are part of our organization. So we are branching outside of the community. We have applications that are open at the moment. They can actually go to our Facebook page, which is Lambda Omicron Iota Fraternity Incorporated. They should be able to find us on Facebook to actually be able to click the link and be able to, it'll take you directly to the application. It'll show our requirements that are needed to be a part of this wonderful organization. So, if there are people out there that are interested in joining, we love to see it. We have applications that are coming in left and right that are shocking us.
Right.
So most definitely, those applications are still open to the end of this month. When it comes to this next line, their applications are actually open until the middle of May. But for this next upcoming line, the deadline to get your application in is April the 30th to be a
Okay.
part of this next line.
Awesome. Awesome. And I'm just going to throw this out there for future reference. Okay. I do counsel and everything. And I do have a lot of clients that are LGBT. If there's anybody, if you're in need of somebody to talk to, I mean, I would love to partner with you guys for people that are going through and trying to work that whole thing out. And whatever I can do to support you, let me know, and then also too, I mean, this platform is your platform. Anytime you got something coming up, then this is your house. Okay. So you just let me know and everything. But I would love to, help in any way, shape, or form that I can, as far as just on that mental health side and being available for people to talk to or speak or do a workshop or a group thing, or and I'll be up there in Tennessee just like you're coming down here. So that's gonna be great. Now I know, oh my God, she just gave us a note. Jesus, was the time? It's like I feel like the clock just goes tick, tick, tick. All right, so we covered how do people follow you on social media?
They can follow us on Facebook. We have a page. It's called Lambda Omicron Iota Fraternity Incorporated. They should be able to find us on there, and they can see all of our highlights, all of our events, or application processes. Anything that we're doing in the community is on that page. So they most definitely can follow that page now.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. Any other things you got coming up? You got the ice cream social. Anything else coming up like in the near future that people can get ready for?
The only thing that I can say that we have that is coming up, we have the ice cream social as we're talking about. We plan things a few weeks in advance, so we'll most definitely have some new things that are coming up in the coming months. But the only thing that to look for is that people in our community can definitely look forward to is getting their application filled out to be a part of this great line that's coming out next. So most definitely that is something to look forward to. So just get your applications done. And
awesome. Does it cost anything or
the application is free. It's free.
Okay, free is good. Free is very good.
It's a free application fee, so you don't have to put a card number in.
No credit card. You don't gotta give the score of your social, your firstborn, all that. No. Okay, well that's awesome. Any last things you want to say? Like,
I really want to say thank you to you. I know I can speak for me and Nate, where it like kind of warmed both our hearts that you said that you can, take that time out to speak to individuals in our community about mental health, because we were just talking about that, especially Nate. He was like, hey, we need to partner with someone. We need someone where we can have a counselor, someone that someone can speak to, whether it's virtually, whether it's in person, whether, we can, whatever platform is okay with you. I will most definitely, if we do have individuals that need that support, I will most definitely send them your way. Thank you so much for offering those services.
No problem. And I am going to connect you with my premier sponsor, Rob. He is fabulous. And offers is ridiculous. So you need to make friends with Rob. You need to make friends with Lady J. And trust me, you guys, just with even those two people alone, you're gonna go far. And then I'll be in the mix a little bit, and I do my little part. But I'm just happy to do whatever I can, because Davarious, the first time I met you, there's just something about you, man. And this is my first time meeting you, Nate, and it's like you're here already, and you guys feel like home. Like we've known each other for it, so fam. So we are fam from here on out. Thank you guys for being my guest tonight, and can't wait to see you on May 7th. Now next week we God, I just forgot what the hell week are we on? Jesus. Okay, I don't even have my calendar. Shoot. What is the date? It's the 19th. Oh, okay. Next week is okay. I just had to fast forward here on my calendar. So next week, finishing out the Kings series, is going to be none other than the Royce Morgan. So if you haven't followed him, Uncle Royce, he's my friend. He is my, that's my heart right there too. So he's going to be on too. And I thank you guys for being part of this King series. And it's just incredible what you do. Everybody, please support these guys. They're doing a great thing, and you're gonna get to meet them at the tea party. Come on down, get your tickets for that. My workbook's I can't talk. My workbook is going to be ready by then too, and make sure you guys download JQLM Radio, subscribe, man. It's awesome. All right, we are a community here ourselves. So everybody, thank you so much for tonight, and I will see y'all next week. All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah, but